how to momentary toggle between two preset and custom values you can set on your MIDI controller, and to have the parameter not jumping to 0, but going up to a certain value and going back to a certain value on release. Hi, I'm Toby from abletondrummer.com, and I want to show you how you can set up some more advanced MIDI control here, which makes sense for some audio effects or some just different use cases here where this could make sense. But what is the issue here first with the native Ableton mapping? So I have two buttons being set up here, and you can see the first one is triggering my send value here, a send, and the second one is acting differently, so I don't have to hit it twice, but I can just on release have it jump to a certain preset value. Yes, I can set MIDI values min and max in the MIDI preset here, but I always get with MIDI notes, if my controller is sending MIDI notes, I always only get a toggle behavior. So the toggle means on and off. So this is pretty lame for some effects, works for quite a lot of use cases, but not for all use cases. So if you want to have this set up and just go into an effect and then go out on release, I can show you how this is possible with a Max for Live device of mine. So Max for Live is included in Ableton Live Suite or can be bought as an add-on towards Ableton Live Standard. This technique here will work in Ableton Live 12, 11 and 10. So it's backwards compatible, and it will be upwards compatible as well, because it's using some really basic stuff here in Ableton Live. Okay, so let us set this up first. So what we need is we need a MIDI track where we got this sitting on, and then we need to make sure that we are routing the MIDI from our controller into this track here. So we are not using the MIDI mapping from the native MIDI mapping from Ableton Live here. We are using MIDI going into this track here. So you need to make sure you have the track in port activated for your controller, and then you need to set the monitor to in or auto and record. But if you're controlling stuff here, usually just setting stuff the monitor to in. Now the MIDI is being received on this track, which is coming from the LPD 8 here. So now let us quickly delete the mappings we had here, and let's switch that we want to have the A send here being mapped up in a different way. So first of all, we need to let the device in Max for Live, or the Max for Live device, know which MIDI note we are sending. So MIDI notes detecting can be a little bit, what is a MIDI note, whatever. It's really quick and easy. You just set this up to be active via the first toggle here, and then you hit S, and now it is waiting for a MIDI note to come in. Let's use the second one because I already used the first one, and I'm now confused which button I took. Let's have a look. Ah, yeah, okay, so let's take the second button here. So I turn the second chain on, I hit S, and now it's waiting for me to hit a pad to send in a MIDI note, and it will detect the pitch of this MIDI note automatically, so I don't really need to worry about too much what MIDI note I'm sending here. It's just automatically detecting it, and it's an F#1. Perfect, so now I need to map to the parameter I want to control. Not all parameters in Ableton Live are MIDI mappable, but the ones which are interesting here, which would be macro controls, which would be parameters on audio effects, on instruments, or MIDI effects, and as well for the sends here, just to give you one example. So I just hit map, and then I go to the parameter, click on the parameter, and it's giving me the name, showing that the A reverb here now is being mapped. So now I forgot which, okay, this one is the one now, and you can see I already get a momentary behavior. So if that's what you need, going from 0 to 100 on pressing it, and then on release going back to 0 if that's what you need, you set already. If you want to set certain values here, let's say we want to jump between 25% and 75%, so not going all the way up and not going all the way down, I can just go to the parameter I want to, I'm controlling here, and let's say this is round about the value I want to have on my release. I want to be triggered on my release, and I go to this row here on the Max for Live device, and I just first set the parameter to the value I want to have, I want to be triggered, and then I click on set here, and it's detecting what value it currently is, and is remembering that in the device here itself, setting that. Don't worry too much about what the value here means. It's usually most parameters in Ableton Live are mapped between 0 dot and 1 dot. So, but that can be a bit confusing. And for example, the balance here, if we are at, just to show you quickly, the track panning, this is being set between -1 and +1. Okay, so the middle value here is 0. So that's why I implemented those set functions here, so you can actually just set the value you would like to have. So let's go back to our ascent here, and let's say we want to be around 75% here. We go to the second field here, the second number box, and just right next to it we can hit set, and it's setting the value, getting the value the parameter currently is at. And now I've set this up to toggle between those two values. So if I hit it, it's jumping to 75%. If I release it, it's jumping to around 25%. So that's how you can set this up. Obviously, you can use more devices of those in a row or in chains, and you can even have like the same button doing multiple things here. So if I set up the F sharp as well, and maybe let's map it to the panning here, I'm now able to change the panning here, and maybe let's say we want to set this up to be around here on the release, and on the hit we want this to be around here set. So now I'm actually controlling two parameters here, Momentary, and I think for some nice quick dubby delay effect or something where you just quickly want to go in and release and don't want to hit twice, this is a great solution. So you can get this device, part of a pack is coming with another device. Just follow the links in the video description, and talk to you later, hopefully. Bye bye.